Hi everybody, Mr. Stanley here, and I wanted to talk to you about one thing today for your challenge, and that is a challenge that is a span challenge. And the span challenge is right here, and you'll see that a span is a section between two supports of a bridge. The span may extend from one abutment, and these are abutments right here, to another with no supports, or it may span from one intermediate support to another. They could be, this is actual span right here. So I wouldn't count the end to end, but this is a span. So it's like the distance, the longest distance between two parts of the bridge under its own weight. And you can choose some materials around the house that you might have to complete your challenge. I'm letting you do any bridge you want. You could try doing the beam bridge if you wanted to do a beam. A lot of you said you'd like that. You could do an arch bridge if you'd like to. Or if you want to, you could even give a try for the suspension bridge. A lot of you said that you'd like to give that one a try as well. That one's a little bit more difficult to make. However, you could give it a try. Let me show you what I mean by the span challenge. And I wanted to show you a couple of things here with the span challenge. And that is, I like to start with some kind of column or something to help me. So this is an example of a beam one. And you can use whatever you want for the beam. I'm just going to take this book right here, and I'm just going to put my beam down on top. You don't have to have anything on top as far as putting something on top of the beam itself or the deck of the bridge. But the one thing you do need for your challenge is you need to have a measurement of the distance of your span. So I'm going to use inches here for my ruler, and I'm going to measure the distance between the two spans. So I'm going to go on the inside of each part of my span, and this one is about 4.5 inches. So there's 4.5 inches right there. So I don't need to have anything on it. You could use you know, a really long piece of paper if you wanted to. I mean, that's a pretty big, a pretty heavy book. You could use a piece of paper. Maybe you want it to be a little bit longer. So this is some artwork I had. Maybe you want your artwork to be just a bit longer. You can say, okay, now, as you can see, I have a piece of paper here, and it's not holding its own weight. It's holding its own weight there, but you can see that when I make the beam a little bit longer, or the span a little bit longer, it collapses under its own weight. So that doesn't count. The only thing that can count would be to where I can get it where it can hold its own weight. It looks to be right about there. And that's a little bit longer than 4.5 inches. This is almost a foot. I'm gonna estimate that it's just about 10 inches. So it's just over 10 inches in the span. I'm not measuring on the outside. I'm not measuring the deck. I'm only measuring just the span. So this would be like water or something, or a canyon underneath. So just a couple of tips for you on span challenge. See how far or how long you can make your bridge span. Hopefully that helps, and good luck. Send me some pictures or some videos of your span challenge.